kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3, but the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game.
Being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream?
I see great power within you. A destiny.
Lost Soulicide is a new hack-and-slash game with a fast-paced gameplay inspired in Devil May Cry. The game is being developed by the studio Ulti-Zero Games, and it's being developed in Unreal Engine, and in the gameplays and trailers it looks really interesting, with a fast and unique combat system, with some good mechanics, great enemies and bosses, so if you like hack-and-slash games you should keep an eye out for it. There's a release date already, and it's May 30th, 2025, and is coming out to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand. You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity...
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington! Damn it!
Perfect Dark is the returning of an old and classic first-person shooter video game series. The new game is being developed by the studio The Initiative, a new Xbox game studio, and looks really interesting. The game got no release date yet, but is believed to be released in 2026, and the platforms confirmed are Xbox Series X and S and Windows, but a PlayStation 5 version is not unbelievable, I'd say. The gameplay features a good combat with different weapons and gadgets, but also an immersive stealth system, allowing you to complete the missions in different ways, making the game even more special in my opinion. The graphics are really beautiful, with nice visuals and great constructions in this futurist experience.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Who's ready for a bit of fun then?
Killing Floor 3 is an insane co-op first-person shooter, as the series is known for being an extremely fun and brutal franchise. The game is being developed by the studio Tripwire Interactive, and looks very fun. It's 2091 and Megacorp Horzine has produced the Ultimate Army, an obedient horde of bioengineered monsters called Zeds, and now you gotta join the resistance, alone, or with your friends to defend the future of mankind. The game promises to be as brutal as never, with horrifying beings and a lot of possibilities since weapons, to gadgets, and much more. And the game is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. It was supposed to be released in March, but was postponed, but will still be released in 2025. Archeage Chronicles is one of the most beautiful MMORPG games announced and will probably be one of the best games in this style of its year. And it's being developed by the studio XL Games. Explore Auroria, a vast and vibrant world brimming with rich lore and thrilling action. The gameplay looks really good, involving all types of gameplay, with lot of different weapons, enemies, and environments. So if you like MMORPG games, this is probably one that you need to take a better look, and it'll be coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, but there's no release date yet.
Seen the miracles you so claim. Desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Ballad of Anthera is an upcoming fantasy action RPG set in a fanciful and magical world with a fast-paced and fluid combat style. It's being developed by Tipsworks Studio, and in the game you shall embark on a perilous journey, seek out colossal divine creatures and recover lost and distorted essences, set in a sort of open land with challenging enemies and powerful bosses. The game will be a single player, but you can also play in co-op, so for those who likes to play with friends, this one looks very good. And it's coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
This shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire
from the towering shadows, vanished into the mist.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the...
Borderlands 4 is the new adventure of the most acclaimed looter-shooter series. It's an FPS series with some RPG mechanics, and it's being developed by Gearbox Software. If you've never played some game of the series, it's a fun and unique FPS experience with quirky characters and a very fun progression, especially if you play with some friends. This promises to be the greatest Borderland experience. The series is known for being unique and really fun, and it's coming out in September 12, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and Microsoft Windows.
Off your ass! And you ain't paid your nugs yet?
Do the same about that one. Hey! What?
Gothic Remake is the returning of a classic and acclaimed RPG game that was officially released over 20 years ago, and now the game is coming out to the new generation, developed in Unreal Engine 5, and promises to be a great experience for fans of immersive RPG games. The studio developing it is Alchemia Interactive, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Windows. Return to the Valley of the Minds in this faithful remake of the genre-defining classic RPG. Explore a handcrafted, organic open world that reacts dynamically to your actions in a gritty, unrestricted experience like no other.
Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars that we consider the core of the series. Simulation of a living world, exploration, story, and combat. Like the original 2001 title, Gothic Remake is set on creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation on a scale hardly ever seen before in a video game.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a new sci-fi FPS RPG, and will obviously be a sequel to the first game, and it's again being developed by Obsidian Entertainment. We know that the Obsidian released Avowed this year, and now they're surely working on the development of the Outer Worlds 2, and it's probably going to be in the same style of the original game, a fun open-world adventure. The game has no release date yet, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, Windows, and PlayStation 5, so if you played the first one on PlayStation and thought that the second wouldn't be there, yes, it will.
And like all good sequels, we've included everything that should have been in the first game. More action. More weapons. And more graphics.
Silent Hill F is the totally new Silent Hill game after more than 10 years. I'm not counting the short message here. That is not a true Silent Hill, to be honest. The game is being developed by the studio Neobards Entertainment Limited, and is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, but there's no release date yet, maybe 2026. For the first time in the main series, the game won't be set in Silent Hills. Yes, it'll be set in Japan, as you can see. Despite that, we can see that it looks bizarre, just like a Silent Hills game gotta be, and they promised that it's going to be a true Silent Hill experience, a true survival horror, with bizarre creatures and an immersive and unsettling story.
ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩める時間はもう尽きかけている。
I wish I hadn't come here for this.
Instinction is an insane upcoming first-person shooter. The main difference of this game is that it's not a usual FPS game, but one with dinosaurs. What's not so unique? We've seen some before already, but this one got some absolutely realistic dinosaurs in a matter of graphics and motions. Not that we know how dinosaurs really were, but the game is insane. It's being developed by the studio Hashbane Interactive and is aimed to be released in 2025, but there's no release date yet, and it'll be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. And it's probably going to be a game that will be remembered for its graphics.
After all this death, if you had the chance to do it all.
There you are.
No way. The Stasi have made it to Nordland.
Good job we have these disruptors with us. Okay, let's hope this thing works.
Industria 2 is a story-driven FPS game. It'll be set in an alternative dimension, and the player will follow a stranded woman that's trapped there through an immersive story and storytelling. Explore, scavenge, and fight your way through a mysterious boreal landscape consumed by an ever-hungry artificial intelligence to find a way back home. In the gameplay, we'll explore claustrophobic and dark corners of this universe, with a very beautiful graphic style. For those who like story FPS games, especially with a horror approach, I recommend you to take a better look at this game, and it's coming out in 2025 or 2026, but is only confirmed to PC for now.
It's all right. Lunka! Don't hurt her!
The Blood of the Dawnwalker is the new game by the director of The Witcher 3. He left CD Projekt Red and is now creating a whole new game. The new studio is Rebel Wolves. They promise us to develop a AA game with the quality of a AAA. If you don't know, that's about how much money will be used in the development, and let's be honest, he knows how to make games. It'll be set in immersive open world filled with vampires, and in some moment, the protagonist will be also a half vampire, what makes it even more interesting. The gameplay will be fluid and with a lot of possibilities, and like The Witcher, you choose the destiny of the world by your decisions, what is always interesting when you want to replay the game. It's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows, with no release date yet.
For all of you.
drift technology has been detected somewhere in the canyon. We need you to retrieve it for study. Well done, Fox. Your sentence has been reduced by 100 days.
Is your work so relentless, little scout?
The scout's job is to explore...
Luna Abyss is an upcoming FPS game set in the famous bullet hell style. If you don't know it, it's one of those games that there'll be a lot of projectiles and things to avoid in combat, just like some boss fights in Cuphead. It's being developed by the studio Bonsai Collective and got no release date yet, maybe 2025 or 2026, and it'll be available on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. A single-player story-driven action-adventure with fluid platforming and bullet hell combat. Follow the journey of Fox, a prisoner of Luna caught between a cryptic prophecy and their prison sentence. The game features a fast and tight gameplay with challenging combat moments set in an immersive universe.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To be deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself? Your life.
Mafia: The Old Country is the fourth game of an acclaimed and beloved series. I mean, the third game is not that beloved, but there are some fans of it too. The game is being developed by the studio Hangar 13, the studio responsible for Mafia 3. As I said, it's not the most beloved game, but they also did Mafia 1 Remake. That's an excellent game, and now it'll be their new chance of creating a good story. The game will be released in August 8, 2025, to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows. The game will be set before of the other games, in the start of 20th century, and promises to be a game with a great storytelling like the first two games.
Born of its raging expanse. They said he emerged out of the night, that he came out of the fright wastelands, shaped by depraved thoughts. A shadow followed him, riding on a horse as big as a dragon. His sword ablaze.
The Night Wanderer is an action RPG in the Souls-like style set in a unique world. The game promises to have a good and immersive story, and also scenarios, with a beautiful graphic style. It's being developed by Mighty Koi, and in the game we'll play as Vuko, an elite soldier, and must find out what happened to a lost expedition headed for a mysterious, fantastical planet of medieval-like Midgard. The game features breathtaking graphics and environments, at least for what we can see of it so far, but to see the final version of the game we'll need to wait until it's out. But for now we don't have the release date, but it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S.
Searching house to house.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
Counting you, and that's too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is finally a new American Captain game, but also with the Black Panther, and the game is being developed by Studio Skydance Interactive. In the game we'll control the American Captain, Black Panther, and also 2 other normal humans through the game, each one of them with their features and traits, all set during the World War II, so it looks really interesting. We don't have much more information about the game, but the first trailer looks really good. The game was announced to 2025, but was postponed to 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
He's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Hell Is Us is a third-person action game with some RPG mechanics, all set in a semi-open world. The game is being developed by the studio Rogue Factor. Explore this dark and dangerous place, seeking answers for your questions, all with a fast and dynamic melee combat, fighting against strange sorts of creatures with unique visuals. That's the type of game that I really get excited about, but to see if it's as good as it looks, we'll need to wait until September 4, 2025, and the game is coming out to PS5, Xbox X and S, and PC.
Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it.
And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is the remake of one of the most acclaimed Metal Gear games. The remake is being developed by Konami, and if they make a remake as good as Silent Hill 2 remake, it'll be insane. If you never played Metal Gear before, know that it's a stealth game, but not just this, it's a very original and unique game, with a crazy plot, and the mechanics of the original game nobody even believed was possible when the game was released. But we'll need to wait to see if the remake will really be good, but let's hope it is, and the game is coming out on August 28, 2025 for Xbox X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod.
Me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
I'm not finished yet!
Soul. I think that's in us all, isn't it? At least that's what my dad taught me.
Directive 8020 is going to be a horror game focused in the story and will be developed by the studio Supermassive Games, the same studio of The Quarry, Man of Medan, and more. So yeah, this is going to be another game in this style. It's all going to be set in the space, a kind of horror we've seen a lot already, but there's always space for creativity and originality. So let's hope the game surprise us with a fun experience. Earth is dying and humanity is running out of time is the official briefing of the game, so I imagine it's going to be very immersive. That's something really important in a game like this, and it's confirmed to PlayStation 5, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S, and it'll be available on October 2nd, 2025.
To hear. But if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Lean Z. For the people who likes action RPG, will be looking forward to this new one cause it looks great. It's set in the land of Shu during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. Looks really good, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC in July 23, 2025, directly to Xbox Game Pass.
My sister. Is it you?